going on, world? It's your man Pat Caesar, Caesar LLC, mobile mechanic and roadside services. And today we on the road. We got to go and tow a brand new Nissan that's already broke down. I think it's a 2020, about a 30-mile tow. So we got a little bit of ways to go and quite a bit to talk about. But today's episode, we're gonna talk about motor clubs, man, and the way that they do what they do and the important factor of them in our industry. And well, we're gonna get into it right after the intro. Yeah, man, we on the way to pick up this car. So, like it or not, motor clubs are here to stay. The general public, for the most part, seems to be very afraid of tow trucks and tow truck providers or road rescue providers, in large part because commercial entities have made it look unprofessional for people like myself to come up and pick your car up. That's not always the case. You don't get me wrong, you do got your creepers out there, don't get me wrong. You got your guys who like, they in it for the wrong reasons, or you know, they just super unprofessional. They make the whole industry look bad. But in a whole, from what I've seen, it's not usually that bad. Henceforth, as much as I dog out motor clubs, realistically, they are a necessity in our industry. You cannot, I just don't think that you're gonna be able to make money in a large way without the motor clubs. And I'm not saying working with the motor clubs you're gonna make the money. What I'm saying is, I'm sorry, not working for them you make money, but working with them you will. What does that mean? Right now I'm on a call from a motor club. I'm not with the motor club though. You see what I'm saying? So when they call me, I just tell them, hey, you know, this is how much it is. If not, call somebody in your area that's, you know, contracted to do so. Uh-oh, this is the road here. I almost missed it. Hold on. And that door must be over there. So yeah, I don't stress, I don't trip. At the end of the day, the motor clubs don't like my rate, I just don't take it. And I've learned that most tow providers, if you're in the industry for any appreciable amount of time, you're gonna realize quick that motor clubs aren't, you know, they're just not your friends, but they can be. They can be. It's one of them things where you got your friends close and your enemies closer. It's one of those situations. Motor clubs are gonna use you. And just like any other business, their job is to be as efficient as possible and to spend the least amount of money as possible. So you can't blame them for it, but you have to use it to your advantage. What does that mean? I'm just telling all y'all out there, you probably just shouldn't contract. Don't contract with the providers. Let the person who's gonna come in and contract and think they about to make it up in value, do what they wanna do, and then watch their truck run to the ground, and then the motor clubs are gonna call you anyway because their person in their providing area can't make ends meet, and that's why they having to call you. And then what do? You bust their head. Yeah, since you wanna get us, we just gonna return that favor. 300 feet, I'm almost there. Okay, I think I'm where I gotta pick up this vehicle at. So, there it is right there. Okay, that's what we're picking up right there. Let me pull on over, let me call this customer. Hopefully I got service out here and we'll continue this right after I load up. All right, so we loaded. Damn, this road is horrible, man. Some of these roads in Florida, man, they are super questionable. But we loaded, we rolling right now. And I'll explain exactly what's up when I get on better, solid ground. Back on solid ground. So across the board, I talk to different people, and it seems like the only real way you can make it with the motor clubs is if you don't really work with the motor clubs. Yeah, I think I paid $13.50, right? And that's not $1 million liability. That's $500,000. And I got a clean driving record. And when I asked the insurance company, why the hell is my insurance so high? All they can respond is, you live in Florida. Really? So I see why in my area, why so many towing companies have come and gone, and why most of the tow people that I do personally, like, you know, politic with, they just got direct shippers, man. They got they're direct shippers. They got their own clientele. All right, phone. I just got back in service, and you can tell, you can hear all that chiming. But they got their own clientele. Same thing as mine. I prefer to just tow for shops, and then, you know, the miscellaneous calls that I get from the insurance company. But the shops will really keep you busy. Yeah, it's a little bit cheaper, but even that little bit cheaper is still more than you're gonna make with a motor club, because typically they're gonna be shorter distances. The shops are gonna be local. People, you know, people mess with local people. You get every now and again, you get something long distance. And for me, it depends. Sometimes I've had good luck with long distance. Other times, not as much. So I typically stay away from it. So just know that if you're gonna be with the motor clubs, I don't think you're gonna win towing with the motor clubs unless you're not contracted with them. If you contract with them, that's cool, but I would say doing fuel delivery, lockout, jump start, stuff like that. But even at that, a lot of the towing companies now, they got it on lock to where they are actually hiring on their own 1099 people, training them under their own thing, like Allstate, for instance. And they giving you like $10 to $15 a call. And it seems like that's cool, it's big money, but it's like you wasting your own gas, you putting wear and tear on your own vehicle. You ain't got to cover insurance because they cover it for you, but you still have to realize that you're not gonna get calls consistently, and usually those calls are not gonna be in like close areas unless you live in a major city. When I was living in Orlando, I hardly ever got calls because the people that had contracted with, you know, their companies, the one who answered the phone the most and would take the call the most is who got the call. So unless you plan on running yourself down, man, or you got a really good staff, you got really like newer, reliable vehicles that are fuel efficient, it don't make sense to me to contract with the service, you know, contract with these people. So that's another call. I'm gonna go ahead and take this. Hope you guys find this informational. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you guys for tuning in. Until next time, mi gente, be pro mundo beneficio siempre. Peace. Since I figured I should have probably got some footage of me loading this thing up, but I'm just at the end of this road, and this was supposed to be for my roadside video, but or not roadside, my motor club video, but I'm just gonna change it up a little bit, and I'm gonna just add this little clip in of me dropping off this Nissan Pathfinder. Try to figure out where they want this thing at. You know what though? Nobody's out here, so I'm just gonna, they told me to just put it anywhere behind the fence, so that's what we're gonna do. So much money in auto body. I wish I had the patience at times to do it. I don't. And I don't pretend to. So we'll set this thing up. Y'all looking at me crazy. No, I know what to say.